All right, it's time to rumble. Bravado up against Outlaws. Let's see if this could be a 3-map. All right, the clock has wandered down. Freeze time, the icebreaker is what they call it in Bravado. Shine not as they barrel up middle. Outlaws, are they ready for their first battle? That first flag, that first is very important. And there we go, the trades are back and forth, are favoring Bravado. As the Nigerian strike clinch their way back, they bucketed in their own sport. This is their home, and they're coming to take all their belongings. Forward. One player remaining alive at Matt. What do you make of that?
That's a statement right there, Tools. That's Bravado Gaming coming out of spawn on the CT side, running straight up middle to their opponents and saying, we're going to get in your faces and we're going to give you a really hard time, absolutely asphyxiating them and cutting them off at the head.
Yeah. All right, that's a statement, if anything, from the South African team. Upgrades, opting just for submachine guns, and there we go, continuing with their aggression. Nade down middle just to slow down that onslaught, but no. An honest attack coming out from Outlaws. Chloe already chilling outside T-spawn, and that's an eco round, so there's nothing much to it, to be frank.
But look at this from Bravado already. They're showing a tendency to push into their opponents, to get in their faces, to make the plays. Blaze even able to win out the gunfight. The SMGs reign supreme. Good to be back at Rage, guys. 3 years in the making. Let's give some love to the guys from Nigeria. Let's welcome them to South Africa, guys. Show that they're welcome here on our shores. Support them.
Yes. Yes. At the end of the day, we are all one.
We are Africa.
2-0. Still the first map, so no signs of concern from Outlaws.
Well, they got the AWP here, Tools. This is where we're going to have to see the AWP come into play.
Yeah.
See if they can have some bite here on their T side.
And I mean, could get land a shot, misses up the first, and that's just alarm signals ringing in. Vils trying to pedal back into safe territory. It's up to Blaze to take up the next point of attack as play does slow down. And Blaze, beautiful flashes, can't finish off his food, so needs to pedal back, and Outlaws are aware. Man advantage up, and look at this. Little ninja columns in the mist, 2 ships passing in the night. It seems like they're aware of it. WizKid and Wipeout momentarily about to battle it out. 1 minute on the clock is about to hit, and usually movement starts to shift around the map from that point onwards. WizKid, an important spot. He could continue with that man advantage and give them that extra buffer. Sound control there. Slowy, always thick amongst the leaves.
Yeah, but there's some space here still for the T side to try and make it work over towards the B side of the map. Bravado have over-rotated. So Outlaws actually going to get themselves some side control here and turn this into a post plant. This is a good position they find themselves in. Free frag from Slowy though, thins the numbers out, gives them the man advantage now, but Matrix wants to take a bit of initiative, tries to force the fight, but not going too well here. Retake under motion, underway, and it's going to be an easy cleanup in the end for Bravado.
Yeah. Things did look good a bit for Outlaws in the beginning of it all, even positioning that cat. Found information on long. Plenty of opportunity for them to get that first round on the board, but no. The South Africans continue with their success. 3 on the board and AWP on the danger man, Slowy.
Tools, Outlaws are going to have to respect Bravado force Bravado to respect them, right?
Yeah.
Bravado aren't going to come out the gates and give them all the space and play passively. They're going to get in their faces. They're not necessarily going to play by the textbook, but that's what they're going to try and abuse their opponents. That's what you do in competition when you know you're the favorite, right?
Yes, they earned the opportunity to arrive and play at the Intel African Monsters on land, but they haven't earned the respect of Bravado just yet. AK purchased up, bit of a mixed bag of a buy, balance the economy perhaps.
Yeah, but a hero AK, I like seeing that. I'm a huge fan of the hero AK.
Yes.
Something that's become quite popular over the past 12 months, I would say.
Because if you think about it, even in a gun round, you can start to recycle your rifles. I mean, you're always playing in 2-to-1 pairings, so give yourself a bit of opportunity in these types of rounds where the odds aren't in your favor, but full control from long established from Bravado. can't even get into the doors. This is supposed to be your land. Beautiful setup from Bravado on the B side, and it looks like this is all preemptive as Blaze finds the information, picking up the first kill there, so he'll be happy about that. Breaking into the swing of things, have to clear upper B. This speaks to how much control Bravado are laying down on Outlaws as they head towards the nest and hold on. This could be the eco frags. This could be the stat padding. This is where you want to get them numbers up.
Yeah, only the hero AK left here. Unfortunately, not going to be able to accomplish much. Not even a single point of damage. Bravado go clear 4-0. Remember, Tools, they need to make a statement here as the favorites at the event, the home team as well. They're the ones with the pressure on their shoulders.
Yes.
But they're performing nicely out the gates here.
Indeed, and it's looking good. I mean, the kills should be spread quite evenly. Slowly yet to get that AWP active into play. Famas is still on the board to Daru. Pretty much hasn't died just yet. He's sitting on the B side. Lovely nade up middle, just to obscure vision, just to allow Vils to sneak through the crack to the lower B. This Molly, I tell you, the way Bravado are taking along, I adore it. I love it. It's the best way to go about it.
Yeah.
Because you clear out that hole. You could even leave long. You'll get early warning signals if you try to retake it and already.
Yeah, you know the util coming through gives the jig away, right?
Exactly.
Okay. Blaze has been pushing through the whole time as well, all the way deep into long doors. These tunnel flanks continue to come through from Bulge. Outlaws are getting no room to maneuver. Slowy and Wipeout flexing their muscles in towards middle. And even though Outlaws know the aggression continues to come through, they just seem helpless in trying to deal with it.
Yeah, it's not really a go about with the default against Bravado, just all the way to play. You kind of have to fight them head on, either barreling down middle, barreling down long, but take the fight to them, even it out, get that 3v3, and then play it out from there, because a full-on 5v5, all players on Bravado are well versed in the game of Counter-Strike. They know their roles and responsibilities, so it just comes down to, again, we mentioned it earlier, earning that respect, taking the game to them. But
I think AWPs would be the solution then, Tools, if I'm completely honest with you, because that's how you can punish CT aggression. With the AWPs, you just hold the angles, wait for them to walk into your scope or your crosshair, punish them with the kills. Does look like it's quite a rotation coming through here from Wicked right now, trying to recover that C4, but Bravado, on the other hand, they're just locking it down.
In Counter-Strike, time is your best friend, but unfortunately, Outlaws seem to be weighing down on it. 1 versus 1, Wipeout sitting on 17 HP, the bomb has been collected. He needs to Usain Bolt towards that side. 7 seconds, I don't think he has it. No. He needs to hit the B-hops. And unfortunately, that's the round 5 on the board. If anything, you have to take that AK moving into the next round, but a valiant attempt done by Outlaws.
Yeah, good effort coming through from him to recover the C4, but no time in the end after he gets that 4th frag in the round. Bravado continue on their merry way, 5-0 up. Remember, this is the first game of the day, guys. We've got 3 matches today. After this will be Bravado versus 15 Average Gang, who are here from North Africa, Algeria. And after that will be the 15 Average Gang team playing against Outlaws. So all 3 teams playing each other today in a round-robin format. The top 2 teams go through to the grand final tomorrow. That starts at 10 a.m. Best of 5, baby.
Love those best of 5. No excuses there, Matt. No excuses at all. And there we go, early aggression towards that B side. And this is what I want to be seeing. Nice and early, you take the game towards Bravado and you force them to react. Force them to move these pieces around, and unfortunately a box smoke there. Just slow play down and slowly. Not offering him anything on the plate, so neutralized for the time being. Just space trying to be taken, and they're moving around in a death ball.
That's fine though, that's a pretty good way to play T-side of Does too, right? Like, it does lend itself to that approach. Work as a unit, get your pick, force rotation. Really simple Counter-Strike can be very effective on this map. That's good damage from the smoke. Slowly brought down low. This is actually one of the better looking rounds we've seen so far here from Outlaws. Wicked trying to chase down Slowly on that AWP. Will be able to get back towards long, but hunted down and taken down. Now it's on Blaze to try and lock it down at range on the spray, gets a kill. But will be traded. Here we go for Outlaws. Man advantage in play.
Yeah, this is the best they've looked this entire match so far. 5-0. They're looking to get the first on the board, and it's Wipeout coming in from the edges, evening out 2 versus 2 as they move in for that retake. Bomb still isn't down yet. In fact, I think he got offered, but he's repositioned towards low ground. Oh, the fumble with that quick switch. Where is his teammate? He comes in towards Cat. 18 seconds remaining. He needs to find that first engagement. The 1-on-1s are pivotal. As they just exercise that discipline. Bravado put the 6 on the board, and brilliant.
We're seeing some glimpses here from Outlaws. We're seeing moments, kills coming through. That's one of the better rounds we've seen out of them so far. Just not able to capitalize at the end of the day. And that's where that ability to be clinical is going to be an uphill battle for them against Bravado. Getting an opening kill definitely not going to prove to be enough to win a round. They're going to have a lot more depth than that. Remember, guys, Nigeria is a heavily underdeveloped region in comparison to South Africa and North Africa as well. So, yeah, still a lot of learning to come through for them. And that's why Bravado were the big favorites here, Tools.
Yeah, look, they predicted Nigeria to have the biggest economy by 2030 in Africa, but it's now that
not
matters.
Not going to help here, though.
It's now that matters.
All right,
okay.
Well, another hero AK here for Wicked.
They've seen the cracks in Bravado, so they know exactly how to exploit them to their previous rounds, but you can't be having Vilja and T spawn
every round.
Every round in the minute 13. They have to implement just the default, the 2-1-2, play it slow, or just aggress towards long as the fights develop towards long, and all in favor of Bravado as they clean house 7-0. Wow.
Was always going to be difficult for Outlaws, though, but it was more than just coming here to try and win matches. I mean, obviously that's the #1 objective, but here to learn, right? Like, this is such a big opportunity for them to just connect with the rest of Africa and start to develop themselves as individuals and a team as well.
100%, and experience at the end of the day too. This goes a long way. They know what the best in Africa looks like. If they end up losing this matchup,
yeah,
they could take that home, use research, maybe develop the youth that side. In 5 years from now, things could turn. But for now, they have to fight themselves out this hole. Slowly already up middle, opening up the scoreboard there. He's going to be doing that all game long.
That's a great point that you make there, though, because it could also serve as inspiration for other up-and-coming players from the region to see them here on the stage in South Africa competing at an Inter-Africa event for a $30,000 prize pool as well, by the way. If you place third, which is guaranteed for Outlaws at the bare minimum, they'll get it $6,600. So that's a big chunk of prize pool money. And so, yeah, it could serve as a big inspiration for the scene in general.
100%. Going into the holidays, you need a bit of walk-around money, no?
Yeah, absolutely, man. We all need that in December, Tools.
Facts.
Christmas around the corner.
Facts.
Gift of giving.
Uh-huh.
Well, Bravado aren't giving away very much right now. They're not feeling the Christmas spirit, Tools.
Ooh, it's clean. Too clean. In fact, that wasn't even a shot. As I said, that was bullshit in upper tunnels. And it just seems they need to find a hole in the defense. See how you're asking on the spray down, works out for wipeout. This Nate should finish it off, right? At the very least. And there we go, 8-0. This is a dominant performance from Bravado.
Tools, you know what? For a South African team at an international event, it's actually nice to be on this end of the stick for a change. Normally, we're the ones who are getting destroyed. So
100%. I mean, if you look at history books, whenever a South African team goes overseas, this is the scoreline we get against the Navis, the Fanatics. So.
You've been there, mate. You were on the receiving end of
PTSD. It's PTSD at the end of the day. But like I said, it is a game of two halves. Counter-Strike. It's just the first. Bravado have secured the first half win, 8-0. Comes down to Outlaws just to stop the bleed. One round is enough. One round is that hope you need to continue to stride forward. It's perseverance at the end of the day. They got all the weapons they needed. In fact, they've locked them out of every important position on the Dutch 2 map. They don't have long, they don't have upper beach tunnel, they don't have middle, they have nothing. And Wipeout, I mean, it's Viljan. He's relentless. Ruthless!
I do still like the approach to Outlaws because Bulls is constantly pushing through tunnels and wrapping them to spawn. So they decide to try and stop that from happening now. They get up to the choke points and at least they're able to keep him at bay. And the frag through onto Blaze. That's great positioning there from Anti-Vlad. Waiting for that aggression to come through. That's exactly what we were talking about. There's more where that came from though.
An A4 update, Wipeout. Yeah, it's not the first time I've seen him, struggle with that garden hose.
Yeah.
But he gets the job done regardless.
You're a fan of the A4 tools? You picked it up again?
Love it, yeah. Back to the A4 immediately after the recent updates. It just makes sense. 30 bullets. It shoots faster than an A1. It does more damage long range in a headshot than an A1. Yeah, the only thing is the silencer. A lot of people still prefer it. And there we go, Vilj. I mean, I wonder what stats he's sitting on here because he's picking up all the early kills. Probably sitting on double digits for sure by now. But yeah, what is your take on the update?
Yeah, I absolutely love it. I think the AWP change was great as well. Those filthy AWP abusers just spamming smokes and wall banging. Yeah, you can't just rattle off 10 shots in a row now, mate. You got to be a little bit more cautious. So yeah, I think the change is great. The A1S definitely needed an adjustment, and I've always wanted the game to be balanced where it was situational between the A4 and the A1. Not that one gun should just be superior, and you choose it in every situation.
Every weapon should be viable in that sense.
Absolutely, yeah, man. Unfortunately, nothing viable about this round here for Outlaws. Quick couple kills coming through for Bravado. More of the same here, about to get double digits in as many rounds.
I mean, attack pools that serve them well, just to not even come up with solutions or anything, just to break from the onslaught that's happening, for them to just to recuperate themselves, maybe talk about strategy here and there, because this isn't going to stop. They have all the money in the world, all the weapons in the world, and I don't even think they're communicating about strategies or set pieces in the side of Bravado. They're just holding the W key and playing a good old honest deathmatch at this point.
Yeah, they're having fun with it, making sure that, you know what, this is how they should play. They're playing like the favorites. They're dominating their opponents. They're not taking it easy and coasting along and trying to get knife kills. They're being clinical right now. 10-0. And up next is Nuke Tools. That doesn't that doesn't inspire too much confidence, man.
If you think this is a slaughter, Nuke will just be even worse. Nuke will be a bloodbath, a crime scene.
I mean, you can notice a few things, right?
Yeah.
You can notice a few deficiencies, like sometimes players not buying armor when they have enough money, so it's just small learning lessons to be learned, right? There's definitely a learning curve here for Outlaws.
Better not be conditioning.
That's a fake flash, though.
Brilliant flash, getting finished food off. Yeah, the Galley 35 bullet smacked. I love to see it. And then we got Volz, who's going to be looking for some revenge.
Oh!
And he gets a collapse! Why not?
That's 2 for the price of 1, baby.
Yeah, that's a special discount for the Christmas holidays. Doro getting tested towards the B side, but there we go, wrapped around by Volz. Switches out to an AK. That's a start even further, 11-0. If there was anywhere up there to pray to, it's now Outlaws.
I will say it's also good to see Bravado being so ruthless in terms of being the favorites, and the form we've seen out of them recently, it feels like they're in an ascendancy. In the regional qualifiers, we saw them playing some great Counter-Strike, especially the first map against Black Lamb, I think it was, Inferno, or can't remember, but they had a really strong performance, and carrying that here into the LAN as well.
For sure, and at the same time with that token, I like what you mentioned there about they're not taking their foot off the gas, they're continuing with their aggression. And it's not disingenuous in any way, it's not BM, it's straight up, they're holding W, they're each going to their zones, and they're pressing, they're testing. It's a limit test, and if no one's going to stop them, you're not going to stop yourself at the end of the day. So, I hope they don't condition their psyche to think the rest of the games are going to be like this. No.
Yeah, I don't think so, Tools. I think this is situational. I mean, remember, Bravado are trying to send a bit of a message here to 15 average gang who are watching this match as well, right? They want to showcase what they have waiting in the wings.
Yeah, I can see them sitting at the stage anticipating their matchup, clearing out their competition, looking for any weaknesses.
That's clean.
Bravado. Yeah. That wipe out between shots. Playing with their food. 12-0. Can't sugarcoat this. It's a smashing match.
It is a smashing, but we can still get some excitement going, guys. Let's make some noise in the crowd here. Yeah?
Let's give Outlaws some heat. Hype. Let's give them some heat.
Let's
get them going.
That's okay, though. We're still waking up, maybe.
It's a bit of a juice. A little buffer.
It's not even midday yet, Tools, so I mean...
Early bird catches the worm, Bravado catching every worm out there.
$12-0. As dominant as it gets.
Doru plays with the screen slightly skewed.
You've never seen that before?
I thought it was a troll.
Everybody in the crowd, just do yourself a favor and look at the Bravado side, second from the right, playing with the tilted monitor. That's how you counter getting tilted, by playing with a tilted screen. You know how 2 negatives make a positive?
Yes!
There we go.
Never thought of this.
He's figured it all out before us, man.
This whole time. Coach Detrony sitting right behind them, glaring at them, watching them like a hawk, a veteran of the scene.
He's got his earphones in, so actually maybe playing a bit of a coach role there.
100%. Anything goes wrong, he's ready to jump in.
Yeah, and look who's standing next to him, Tools.
Elusive.
Isn't that picturesque there? 2 of South Africa's Counter-Strike legends. just standing there. Now one an admin, one a coach. Oh, how the days have passed. One of their ex-teammates standing here as a caster on the stage.
Remembering what it was like.
Missing it up there, aren't you?
100%.
Yeah.
I still get my fix now and then, but it's not a stage fix. Oh, there we go. Slowly opens it up. Taking them towards their 13th round, but that 8-ball, man. 30 bullets. Spray control. 13-0. It's an NIG. Outlaws getting outmatched on this occasion.
That's exactly it, Tools. They are unfortunately being outmatched.
And there's only so much you can learn from a game like this, Matt. There's only so much you can take away. If you aren't structured yourself, if you don't have pending plans, how can you create solutions when those plans fail?
That's true, Tools, but that's why I say there's more to this game than just trying to be competitive or even learning. It's even just enjoying the moment, right? Making the most of the moment here in South Africa. Maybe they've never been to South Africa before, and now you're here to play Counter-Strike. I mean, that's such a cool opportunity. Sure, they're getting bagged on right now. Slowly flexing his muscles. Beautiful off kills coming through from him. Blaze will polish off the round. That's 14-0.
They're looking to go for the 16-0 Matt, and I wouldn't put it past them. So we're hitting some fantastic shots there towards the tail of that round, and Blaze cleaning it up. That's the 1-2 punch. You don't often see games unfold like this, but
I mean, we are behind schedule though, Tools. So Bravado doing us a bit of a favor right now, just accelerating procedures a bit.
Yeah, playing a bit of catch up. Big thanks to both them and the side of production.
No, the molly didn't get fully extinguished. That's unlucky.
And that happens. A lot of mollies are quite buggy like that.
You're used to that in your Goliath team, are you? Not extinguishing mollies properly?
Yeah, we like to burn alive.
So much damage done. Bravado just been ruthless and relentless in their pursuit here on the CT side.
What we can start to look at is common themes on the side of Bravado. What are they going to replicate and continue with moving from match to match? We know that Vilge and Slowy are the two orbsmen. When they got the right cash flow, they're going to be reinvesting into it. We know that Blaze is kind of that solid anchor, that turret. You know, Daru's a turret on the opposite ends. You know, Wipeout likes to be third in the side of the CTs and the Ts to make sure the trades are going on. So Algeria, the team sitting on stage, they will be absorbing all this information and using it accordingly.
Just want to point out 23 kills on Vilge, I think I saw, while Doru only has 5. What a team player, man. Letting the rest of them run around, like letting the kids play, letting them have fun. Yeah. He's just in the back line there, the insurance, making sure they've always got that extra layer. Yeah,
insurance is important, especially on a rainy day. Bravado looking to head towards long. One player remaining is WizKid, all by himself. He does have support there. The smokes do go down. The flashes should give them space to blind the opposition, but no, it's Vilge to continue with his high frag count and Wipeout to add another. Blaze finishing off the third. Only a matter of seconds now before they conclude this map, and there we go, one player remaining alive, running for the hills, wondering where his teammates are. Shame, they woke up this morning wanting to make this world a better place, but not like this map. 16-0, Bravado pick up the first map. Dust 2.